Hi there, guys.
Stu?
Howdy, howdy.
Well, tonight we're going to talk about bandsaws. How many people have cut their hands on a bandsaw? Raise your hand. Okay.
Never,
Well, good for you. The first
never,
time
never.
when I
It
was
was the
three,
table saw for me.
Yeah.
oh, table saw, ouch.
Table saw for me. Ouch.
Yep. Well, you know what happens is that the blade on the bandsaw isn't coming at you. It's constantly going in a circle. And a lot of people tend to be a little complacent because the blade's not moving towards you. You're moving towards the blade. There was a famous furniture maker, Sam something. He lived in California. Anyways, he cut a couple of fingers off. And he said that he cut the fingers off, not because he was cutting wood, he was cleaning up the place and accidentally hit the on button for the motor and zip, there went his fingers.
Oh, wow.
So, and another guy I know, he took the tip of two fingers off because his grandkids were playing. And I guess they called him and he looked. And when he looked, that was gone. So we need to be cognizant that you don't want any distractions when you're using the bandsaw. Yes, the bandsaw is not moving towards you. You are moving towards the bandsaw. So you should have more control. The first time I cut my hands was I was truing up the bed so that I could use the miter slots. And I turned off the lathe, not thinking that I don't have an instant break. And I reached down to the bottom to see where it was hitting. And yeah, I backed up really quick when it started hitting flesh. That one was okay. The other one, as you recall, a year or two ago, I hit the bandsaw when I hit a catch in a piece of rock maple and cut two of my fingers pretty badly. And but I dare you to tell me where I cut. So yeah, right now everything is wrinkly, so you can't tell the scars. So anyways, let's talk about the bandsaw. One, keep your hands away from the blade. Use push sticks, or once you get it to a certain point, pull it from the other side. Don't try to get your hand so close to that blade that if you slip, you're going to be in trouble. It only takes a millisecond to hurt. Use a push stick when you move pieces from between the fence and saw blade. I've seen some places, some people use long pencils with erasers because the erasers actually stay put. So that's an option, but make yourself some push sticks for your bandsaw. Make a relief when you're doing curves. I was doing what I called the boomer edition, the baby boomer edition of an Adirondack chair, one that we could actually sit in and get out of. And there was a lot of curves involved. And yes, I did use relief cuts. And what that is that you don't want to, if you've got a 1/4 inch blade, you can only go so far with your turns, less with a 3/8 and even less with a 1/2 inch. So you're better off doing relief cuts up to the inside of the curve so that when you're cutting, those relief cuts come off so that you can go easier in them. You need to stop cutting. If you need to stop cutting, hold the material firmly and shut the saw. The material is not going to go back at you, but you can stop the saw It's not gonna do anything. And then when you're ready to continue the cut, you can turn it back on. It's not gonna give you a little extra edge in your cut. It still will be good. Provide extra lighting. Well, that's given no matter what machine you use. Don't play with it in the dark. Bandsaws do give a lot of dust. Make sure you have dust extraction and wear a face mask. And for heaven's sakes, wear your ear guards. Do not, oh, here's a good one. Don't try to stop the bandsaw if you don't have a brake by pushing another piece of wood against the bandsaw blade. Bandsaw blades can break. Remember, they're welded together. So folks, don't do that. Do not remove sawdust or cuttings from the table of the bandsaw with compressed air. Use a stick or brush. Okay? Don't ask me why, but that's part of the safety things. Don't use an air for your brush in there, for your brushing off your dust inside that. You know, brush it off, clean it off, but don't push air inside there. Never leave your saw running unattended. Well, even I know that sounds like it's common, but some people don't have common sense. So if you're not there, turn it off. Again, use dust collection. Anything else? Obviously, don't use excessive force. If the blade's not cutting, it could be that your blade is dull. Time to change the blade. All kinds of stuff. Don't force any of your power tools. So this week, guys, especially, and girls, especially around the bandsaws, please be careful. And I hope you stay safe this week because I'd love to see you next week. Take care, baby.
Right on. Thank you, Sue.
Yep,
Thank you, Sue.
All
Thank you,
right.
Sue.
you're welcome.
Let's